The film begins with a group of friends moving into a new house and deciding to explore the attic, where they find a boarded-up box containing a doll named the Doll wrapped in a chain. And Finley, Alex is very worried about the find and suggests that her friends not touch anything. But Chris assures her that it's just a doll, and he always dreamed of becoming a worm quiz. In the end, they decide to leave the doll in the attic in a box. At night, Jenny wakes up, hearing a sound in the attic. Chris joins her, holding a bat in his hand. After a rumble was heard from the attic, Chris decides to check the attic while Jenny and Alex are waiting for him in the room. After a while, the guy shows the mouse. Considering it the culprit of the night's disturbance, Alex and Chris go back to bed until Zhenya goes to her room. When she lay down in her bed, she was excited by the sound of a falling chain. She sees the Finley doll sitting on a chair. The girl is not very embarrassed by this. She just puts the doll out the door. Well, yeah. The next morning during breakfast, the Finley doll is sitting on the table with pancakes. After a short conversation, Chris goes to work, leaving the girls alone in the apartment. Jenny puts out kitchen utensils on the table, which Finley has his eye on. Apparently, this doll is up to something bad. Jenny sees that the doll is missing from the table and thinks that it is. Alex makes fun of her when she brings poster things into the room. Finley appears behind her with a knife in her hands. She manages to deal with the offender thanks to a good kick, which the doll did not expect. After that, Finley takes a toaster and decides to deal with Alex, who is in the bathroom at this time. After that, Alex calls Chris and asks him to come home. When Chris arrives home, Finley notices him and decides to deal with at least him. For this, he takes the bat and stands on the stairs to kill Chris. But the doll misses again, an unsuccessful murder attempt. We are transferred to 3ME. Finley's next attempt to kill people, but his deadly trap fails again. Friends play charades with the Finley doll. Chris shows the doll a killer with a knife. The girls think it's Chucky, but the guy notices that he misses, and the friends unanimously guess that it's Finley. Upset, Finley decides to make another attempt at murder and gas canister. He attacks the girl, but the killer doll again fails to harm these people. In the next scene, Finley has attached a crossbow to Chris's back and activated this deadly trap with a thread. A scream is heard from the room, and Finley thinks that he has finally managed to kill at least one of these friends. But when he arrives at the crime scene, he sees that the company is yelling at the cat because it has taken a dump on the carpet. Finley's trap has failed. He hears his friends scolding the cat and want to punish her, but since the deadly doll killer has made friends with the cat, Finn does not take the wine for himself. Upset, Finley says goodbye to the cat and returns to the attic in his box. Finley is so sad that he even starts to cry. At night, robbers break into the house, stun Chris, and tie up the girls. Finley hears all this and goes down to check. Suddenly, he sees his friends tied up, and one of the robbers points a gun at the cat. Finley, furious, decides to sort things out. One of the robbers decides to have some fun with the girl, and the other checks the attic in the house. We see Finley disguised in the attic among other toys. Suddenly, balls roll out under the robber's feet and the man falls into a trap. Finley manages to kill the robber. The doll is very happy, after which Finley terrorizes the last robber and finishes him off. After some time, his friends give Finley a gift, and they drink a milkshake together, when suddenly the company notices a strange taste. It turns out that Finley mixed something into their drink, but what exactly? Write your guesses in the comments. It really is a very scary doll, but from you friends, we expect as always a thumbs up, a subscription to the channel, and, of course, write comments and your guesses what our Finley added there. Watch funny.